What do we do when there is night and we have to go somewhere? We actually search for the light that makes our path easy, makes us be able to see things. It's only in a darkness we gain the courage to hold a candle. We actively seek light. We try to ease out of that darkness so we are able to see. Life isn't much different than that. But how many times in our adversity and calamity are we actually searching for that light that helps us get through this? Many times when we are passing through a calamity, we are relying on other people to resolve that issue. For instance, here, we have to listen to our professionals during this Corona time. Collectively, we can try as our community just protect each other and not to spread this virus, but individually, where are we in our lives? That's also a question. What are we doing personally? Collective efforts work when we are working on ourselves, because individually we're damaged in one way or the other. Where is the silver lining? Where is that candle we are ready to hold? In darkness, we are all searching for light. And when it rains and it storms, we are all searching for shelter. Life isn't that different. We just have to bring up that courage to do the same in every situation. Allah says, I do not burden a soul beyond what it can bear. It's in Surah Al-Baqarah. And this verse brings ease in two ways. And what are those two ways? One, he is already telling us that we are strong enough to bear that adversity. He built us strong enough to go through it. And second, he is reassuring us that the strength to work through it is already within us. I know this brings a lot of ease to me, that no soul, he is promising, no soul is going to bear a burden more than it can handle, which reassures me. And I hope everyone else who is listening right now that I am strong enough to get through this. And I already do have the strength to deal with this. What is holding my strength? And that comes from prayers and planning and skills and resources and support systems and bounties he has already provided for us. And how are we connecting with all the bounties and blessings he has given us? Is our strength among those? Are we stronger with them? Who are we in that moment is where we need to comprehend, because that's where we know how to deal with adversity. Allah's promise is also that we will surely test you with something of fear and hunger, loss of wealth and lives and fruit, but give good tidings to those who are patient. Of course, Allah rewards our intentions and puts barakah in our actions. What is our role in Allah's promise that he is going to test us? Number one, how many times we are realizing that we are putting our sweat and blood in building our own tests, meaning we are working so hard to have a relationship, we're working so hard to be the good parents, we're building homes, we're buying cars, we are creating a life for ourselves. That is saying we are actually implementing our own test. We have created our own test paper. We are writing our own test, then why would it be so hard to search the answers to it? We know what became important to us. We have prepared our test paper. Again, Allah does not burden the soul more than it can bear. We have been creating a life that we will be tested with. And to seek those answers, we have to put in the same effort we have put in creating this life. Here we have so much fear in most of us because we are afraid to lose what we have worked so hard for. But the perspective changes. Yesterday, we were not paying attention to our blessings as much as we are right now. And when I say yesterday, before Corona happened, we were busy creating, but not enjoying. And here we have been given the opportunity to come back to that, what we have worked so hard for. He has placed us in a test that can help us recognize where our ease has been all along. And he is very well aware that we can fall victim to shaitan as well. And he has given us complete opportunity for astaghfirullah, for istighfar and forgiveness. Keep reaching back out to me, he says. And sometimes we get so comfortable with the sin, we even forget doing that. And then a test happens and it brings us back from the times we have fallen victim to not just shaitan, but our own nafs, our desires as well. If he so wanted, none of us would have been sinners, but he wants us to make choices, utilize the guidelines that he has given us. He wants us to choose our test. He wants us to build the life so we know what we have become so attached to. He cannot test me with what you are attached to. He has given me my choices to build from, build on, and then he has made all of us responsible for the life we are building. Am I sincere or am I a pretender? Because remember, signs are for those who believe. Throughout the Quran, whenever Allah is saying, I have done this, look at the trees, look at the sky, look at the sun. He says signs are for those who believe. And one of our belief is to believe in his mercy, seek the signs of his mercy during the time of our adversity. Our journey on this path becomes easy. Test becomes easy because we see the mercy in the adversity and we become hopeful.